Hello, hello. I went live from another program instead of the other, but that's okay. Hope you are all doing good. Gonna continue working on this project. I only work on this during the streams. So welcome everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. It's good to see you. And I hope you can hear me well as well. I'm looking. Check. Yeah, I hope so. Let me adjust the music just a little. There is this program called Meld Stereo that I started using for live streams, but I went from OBS, old habits, and yeah. So let me close it. And I'm just checking the settings. All right. So a quick update. It's been a week since the last live stream, and what I've done is the following. So today I spent good 8 hours on this system here. If I can even call it a system, just clipping plane. But I wanted to work in a really specific way where it only works within the bounds of the plane here. And everything under the plane should be visible. And everything above the plane should be invisible, basically, as you can see here. So later the plane will be hidden in game, like so. And when I click on some sort of point of interest, let me show you if I can move it down. Will it move down? No, for some reason it won't. So yeah, when I click on some point of interest, it will move to that point of interest. And the reason is this system here I'm gonna show you in a moment. And this here is very similar, or not very similar, but yeah, it's actually kind of similar to the system we saw in the last stream, where I have this bounding box. And if I move this bounding box, the environment is changing, interesting. It will cut through the building. Now the problem with this bounding box, it's a bounding box. And if you scroll it like so, make it smaller, it will, it's kind of nice as an effect. I will have both, but I don't want for the main use scenario when I click on let's show me floor 2 or floor 3 to have a very big bounding box from the top like this. So if you have a skyscraper, you will have a really big bounding box, and I don't want to do that. So I made this plane, this guy here, and it just works. So if I have objects outside of it, they won't be affected, and that was a problem I was solving. And if we have objects within the bounds of the plane, they will be affected, like so. And yeah, it works with materials. So it's a material function. This is the function. It looks easy, but this took me 9 hours to figure out. Trial and error, connecting things left and right. And I'm gonna record these lessons tomorrow. And let me just check the chat somewhere here. Yeah, so it looks simple, it looks nice, but it's not. My brain hurts at this point. And it's being driven by a blueprint where we have material parameters, material parameter collections for the word location, for the vector, up vector, and for the bounds. Yeah, I'm glad it's solved. And what else? So the next step I'm gonna do tomorrow morning when I wake up is when I click on this button here, section view, I want for the plane to move to these points of interest. So since my last stream, since last week, I've recorded 30 lessons for my blueprint course. So shameless plug, please bear with me. Here are 30 lessons about this system here on the right, on the left, and the right as well actually, where it's a filtering system for real estate projects. So you can turn off things on and off. Apartments that are coming soon, for example, or just rented apartments or sold apartments. So this is my playground. And I want, when I click on section view, to view the floor plans of this specific apartment. And here are like really cool filters. You can see what is visible. So right now we see just one visible item from 20. And we can even turn that off. At any point we can clear all filters to have 20 of 20 points of interest. And yeah, these are all driven by blueprints. And this here is a movable menu. There are some menus with thumbnails, and you can set all things from here, from the menu, where we have, if you click on the point of interest first, yes, you set the camera location. This is still work in progress, but everything is work in progress, right? You can set the location, you can set the data table row. So here I'm using data tables. If I show you data, like a data table as an example. And when you set the number of the data table, it will take the information from that data table and populate it here. And in addition to that, you can specify some more information in the blueprint itself. So nothing special really, but what's special about this is every single step is being explained. I'm recording everything for my blueprint course. So I will leave, there is a link in the description if you're interested. As of now, there is like 150 lessons and more on the way. So everything is being explained as we go. So yeah, that's the progress I done since last week. I've recorded these 30 lessons about these points of interest system. And today I'm glad I finally solved this. So tomorrow morning I'm going to record these for this plane here. And I disabled the ability to rotate it. So if you have any questions during the stream about this, about anything, about how things are being done, I'm more than happy to explain anything as we go. And as you guys know, during these live streams, there is this project that I'm working on, general architectural workflows. So one of my main tasks is to clean up these maps so we can bring them to this main level. This is an old project of mine I'm remastering, and I'm bringing everything to this main level so we can just explore everything. So yeah, now I'm gonna read the chat. Hello everyone, welcome. Visual Studio, Innocent, Kayombo, Carlos, Stefan, Carlos again, Mr. Sneaker. Hope you guys are doing great. It's good to see you. And let's read the chat. So I'd like to know English if I can understand. Will the live stream be safe so you can watch it later with subtitles? Yes, I leave all the live streams on Visual Studio. So yeah, the subtitles will be on as well. I think YouTube automatically do that for us. So yeah, the live streams are always on. It's good to see you, buddy. Innocent Kayombo, thank you so much, man. So as of now, I still don't have a streaming schedule. I'd like to have one in the next couple of weeks where we stream regularly. Right now, I was literally debating if I should go to sleep or if I stream a little. I've decided to stream a little because I still have some energy. And as I even started streaming from the wrong program. So I will have one soon in the near future. Right now, I'm just going whenever is possible. And to show you the work in progress I'm doing, and I just felt like, hey, I need to go live. So yeah. And then in the near future, I will have something more streamlined, more regular. And yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate you. Yeah, as Carlos is saying, it's a pleasant surprise. It's a surprise indeed, yeah. Thank you, yeah. I will do my best to stream more often. Right now, I'm nearing the end of finishing the lessons or the base lessons for my course, and I will have time to do other things, and one of them is live streams and working on architectural projects to test AEC Explorer, or I'm gonna give it another name in the near future, on these projects, and we will have more regular stream. Thank you, guys. Stephen Johnson. It was supporting rotation in this morning, but I disabled that, but it's not so hard to bring back, kind of. So right now I'm using the dot product. Well, right now, I think I disabled that for some, no, yeah, it supports. As you can see here, let me bring it up here. So if I rotate this, to some extent now it's acting weirdly, but right now I plan not, at least to have it straight. As you can see here, it's working on one axis for some reason. Yeah, yes, it does. Before, it was infinite. This is what I had before. And this is what I had from last week, I think. And this was infinite. And this is so easy to make, the infinite point of interest. But I didn't want for this to be infinite. It supports rotating as well, as you can see here. And I didn't want it for this to be infinite. And the tricky part for me was to figure out the bounds of how I can calculate the bounds of the plane, the clip bounds. So that's the answer here. We get the absolute world rotation position, the absolute, the plane position. We break them out. We subtract both from the clip bounds that we specify in the blueprint here, that we get from the plane. Then we get the absolute vector. So if there is any negative numbers, we get the positive numbers. And then we compare. So step here is like comparing with the greater. It give us 0 or 1. And then we multiply. And here we go. I swear, guys, 9 hours just trying to figure out the solution. Drove me crazy. For the simple one, the one that goes like infinite, let me show you. So here, if we go to system 2, the material is so much more simpler, which is basically the world position, the plane position. We subtract them from each other to get the exact position of our plane in the 3D world. And since here I'm using MPC, material parameter collection, we mask the alpha away, so we get just 3 channels, because here we have XYZ, here we have RGB, so we get 3 channels, we subtract them. Then this is for the rotation, Stefan. We get the dot product and the plane normal. And the plane normal in the blueprint, I'm using right now the construction script, but later we're gonna use the event graph. So we get the plane, and then we get the up vector, and we update the material parameter collection of the clipping plane. like so. So if you just simply connect this here, it will do it. And now this, whenever you rotate this, as you can see, I even have it on the floor material. But yeah, whenever you rotate this, it will simply rotate. And I'm doing the same on the system here. So let me just move this to the side. It will get the rotation, but actually I'm curious in what case scenarios we will be using rotation. So as of me, like building is just straight. Carlos, thank you, buddy. Yeah, exactly. This is a section cut. 100%, just like Revit or Twinmotion or others. It's a good old section cut. And there is other way to achieve this where there are built-in masks inside Unreal Engine. So let me open the other method, which is actually this one here, where we use box mask. So this box mask 3D, you also get the absolute world position. This is like built-in function. There is 3D and 2D. You get the location of your actual mesh, or in this case, the bounding box, and then the bounds of the box as well. You can multiply them. So yeah, this felt like too basic for me. So I went on and made this function here with the section, and I'm pretty happy with it finally. Now something I wish, if the inner sections we could like cap things. So right now this material here, it has to be two-sided. For example, if we do click on two-sided, it will look nicer, but for like to cap the actual mesh, this will be now extremely complex. It will be like a boolean, and that's out of the scope as of now, because booleans will be like adjusting the actual mesh. Here we are simply masking pixels and like doing some material tricks and whatnot. So yeah, it's a process. And what I aim for now is I have the other system that work in progress. If I can open it, let me. Actually I have it here. So let me try it real quick. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to work. When I click on section view, it will section view. So click like this. The future, thank you, man. Mr. Sneaker, hello. Will this be in the AEC course or just a blueprint course? Yeah, this is the AEC course, the blueprint course, like the AEC Explorer, or I'm gonna give it another name soon. I'm like brainstorming names. It's a comprehensive course to create blueprint systems and systems to interact and navigate architectural projects. So there is a group as well. So if you join in the next few weeks, and if you join, I'm happy. I'm taking requests from my students. So building this to work with our projects, as you say. And yeah, I'm so happy with this finally, man. So the blueprint course is the AEC course, if that's what you're asking. Yes, we can do that, Mr. Sneaker. And welcome to the join. Welcome to the group, to the academy. Did you get an email to join the group, the WhatsApp group? You can ask me there directly, and the Maple Villa can take care of it. All is good, man. Won't play in the background. Oh, Okay. Let me take a note of your question so we can take care of that. All is good. I'm putting that in the Trello board. And it would be amazing if you can join us on the WhatsApp group, my man. Thoughts on doing callouts from 3D? Stefan, thoughts on doing a callout from 3D to 2D widgets? I have built my own, but I know. Can you explain more? It would be. I didn't understand this question. So as I'm reading chat, I'm answering questions. Let's work on this project a little. And Mr. Sneaker, there is a lesson on the UI introduction where I talk about your question, but if you don't figure it out, let me know on the group chat or on the live chat of the website and we can take care of it. And there are more lessons on the way, that's for sure. So regarding filling the cutouts, Stefan, that will be very extremely hard because instead of masking materials, we will need to do Boolean operations on the actual mesh. That's what I figured out so far, but I will look into solutions on this in the future. But I agree, it doesn't look super cool to have like such a mesh. It will look even nicer when we have like a field mesh or anything that can replace this. Carlos, it's never late to learn Blueprint. Thank you for your interest, by the way. There is difference between building architectural projects and between building like a system where you can blueprint system. So it's a step-by-step process, buddy. If you join, you're super welcome. Thank you. And I hope you get really powerful PC, bud. Really happy with the course. Thank you, Sneaker. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the group, bud. And the group is the best place to get support, to ask questions, to ask for features. So I'm doing my best to accommodate the requests of my students. We all build our architectural projects differently, and I'm trying for this set of blueprint systems to be like as universal as much as possible, but also not as super universal, because there must be ways where we build our projects according to production pipelines, but the goal is to make the process of visualizing architectural projects and interact with them really easy. So I look forward to seeing you soon. So here, guys, to give you some context, this project here is an old project. I'm opening these maps and I'm getting rid of some things because I'm adding these maps as sublevels on my actual main level. And in the main level, I have lights, and I think even there are some light meshes. So this is here the hallway. I'm switching between these levels and between the others. So here I would open this back again. And here we have the hallway. Let me move this to the top, I think. Yeah, as you can see, I have these meshes here. So let's go to this level. And I can delete all the lights from it because we have the lights. How's the music? Do you hear any music, guys? Is it fine? So here, all these lights, we can tell them, get out of here. This reflection, sphere reflection capture. Who needs this? Good old days. Get out of here. Hey, Sam. Good morning, bud. Or good afternoon. Hey, yo, my man. It's good to see you. Okay, so here, light mass, importance, volume. When we used to bake lights. And here I have something called false ceiling. So the way I find my assets between levels, I just copy the name from here and let's see if we have the same in the main level or no. So guys, where are you watching from? Right now I am in Istanbul. It's almost 12 p.m. here. So tell me, where are you watching from? What time is it for you? How was your week? How's it going so far? So I believe we've added everything. Now, little tip, when you open such levels, create a folder and let's call it MISC, and here let's say 3OG, M2, 3OG, so the second mass, third floor. Select everything that is not organized because they will all appear outside when you place the level, and put them in folders like this. So I'm gonna select all these folders and place them all here. And instead of MISC, let's just call it 3OG. And what do we have? We have here a group. This is the old elevator. Let's tell it, get out of here. We don't need it. This here as well. And what do we have? A mesh, some point lights on the kitchens. Let me check. Yeah, that's okay. We will organize everything as we go. Now I think we're fine. So if we save this level, and if we go to the maps, main level here, and we bring that level, M3G levels, this tab here, just click and drag. And now let's just do this. Let's take a look. Looking nice. So this is before and this is after. Very good. Here I have some mesh that we could assign a material on it, so it would be hidden. Nice. From Mexico, from LA, from Damascus, Muhammad Mukran. Hello, Habibi. All of you are Habibis. It's good to see you all. Thank you for joining. Thank you all over the world. The internets bring us together. So here we have objects without materials. Let's assign materials for them. One thing I want to solve with this system is perhaps I could do it with construction script. When we enable it or move it, it would set the opacity of all windows to 0. Because glass objects are translucent, we cannot mask them. So that's the only big challenging part. But still. The sky, the default sky is not so good. I'm so tempted to use ultra dynamic sky. But as a start, we could do some changes. So let's change the bloom. Where you at, Carlos? Is 2 p.m. Good afternoon to you too, bud. In LA, 2 p.m. Nice. In Malaysia, 5 a.m. Good morning. Dirins, did you sleep or did you just wake up? Idaho, same as Sam. 2 p.m. Hello, Steven. Steven. What's up, bud? Yeah, ultra dynamic sky is amazing. One click, amazing lighting. Muhammad Mukran, what questions about rendering do you want to learn? Ask away. What could we do also is to click on our skylight. Do I have a skylight? I have a skylight, right? Or did I remove it? Ah, no, we have sun and sky. We could increase the indirect lighting intensity just a little. So let's say this level is fine. We could now add the fourth level. So let's open the level, the main map for OG. But before we do, this project needs so much organization. It's killing me, Sam. So when I want to organize anything, let's hide all the levels first, and let's create a new folder and let's call it to org for now. And let's copy everything that needs organization there. It's a good practice to keep the word outliner as clean as possible. So here we have volumes. What is this volume for? This is a post-process volume mass. Yeah, post-process volume. Yeah. Let's go there. These here are for the garage, right? And that is right. So let's select all these things, place them here for now. We could make a level or a folder, call it exterior assets. Let's place this here and let's take a look at the chat as we go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's switch real quick to... The reason I'm not switching to ultra dynamic sky in this level or this instance is because I'm still working on my time of day. And if I switch to ultra dynamic sky, it will mess with my blueprint. Now, thankfully, UDS have beautiful blueprint that we can also easily add. So what I can do for now is this. Let's create a folder in our maps folder here. Let's call this lighting. And let's create a level. Call it AEC lighting. AEC. Let's place it here. And let's select the sun and sky. And move it to our level. The one we just made. Move selected actors to level. You didn't sleep yet. How's your energy? Drinking too much coffee? And let's create another level, call it lighting UDS for ultra dynamic sky. Now this is something I always wanted to do sooner or later. The is valid for the lighting. So let's add this here. Now let's hide this. Let's make this our active level and let's bring ultra dynamic sky. So let's go to blueprints and let's bring the blueprint and just add it. It just makes the project look amazing from just one click. Unbelievable. Tyson, I think it's going good. It depends on what you do in Archviz, where you at, what type of buildings, but it's going well. Innocent Kayombo. What sites or marketplace do you recommend for quality 3D assets for interior design? That's a good question. Did I cover this in my course, the free course? Guys, in chat, if you actually recommend good sites where you get your assets, feel free to do so. And I'm trying to remember if I did any recommendations. No, in my course here. I think I just did for the materials. It's been a while since I purchased anything, Kayombo. My favorite websites, one of them used to be called Diamond Siva, but they don't provide assets for Unreal Engine. You need to optimize your own assets. Um, many sites like this, you need to optimize the assets. For us, like when it comes to our own projects, we don't buy, we produce our own assets. Um, yeah, 3D Sky is fine, but they also don't provide Unreal assets. You know, I should do research, like do an updated video on this. Let me take a note for this. I'm gonna make a list called questions from live streams and updated guide on websites for interior assets or just Unreal Engine assets. Carlos, could you explain how it works or what the creation of the levels you used for the furniture is? I assume it has to do with optimization. That's one, Carlos. And number two, let me check if I have anything here on load levels. So let me first make this always loaded, the ultra dynamic sky, this beautiful sky. Carlos, we use levels for many reasons. One of them is optimization. Let me slow the camera down. And one other reasons is in the programming of Blueprint, for example. Here I have one option and I have two options. So here I have two options, right? So if I open my Blueprint, let me do that real quick to see if it's working or not. I think not, because I had other buttons. So first here, the change time of day. Let me do this. I need to figure out a better way to connect the time of day. I don't think this will do. Okay, technically, I need to edit this blueprint. Yeah, let me get back to the question, sorry. So Carlos, to answer your question, here I had a test blueprint from the last stream where we open this menu here, and on each, let me add an event. So when we click on a button, load stream level by name and unstream another. And let's do the same. And let's do, for example, this button. So this one here, let's say option 1. And this one here, let's say option 2. And let's add key. Connect this. And so this is, let's say, option 1. Let's find the actor. Load this, unload it when we click on the other. I need to find more streamlined methods, but that's one way. Now, real quick, what I want to do on my son here is valid. Yeah, now the sun slider should not appear if we don't have the sun. Yep. Nope. Still appearing. I will take care of it later. Anyway, when you click on here, load levels. This is why I don't add our other sun actor. So here, let me change the streaming method to blueprint. Click on play, click on load. So here, if you load, I forgot to make it visible, didn't I? Yes, I did. So that's one of the main reasons we use levels, Carlos, to be able to load levels like this, different options. It's very easy to work with this way. I hope this answers your question, but that outliner, yeah, exactly. And one other thing, Carlos, levels are one of the methods where we can keep our projects really organized. So sometimes a mix between organizing the outliner and levels, it will help in the process. About realistic rendering, Muhammad, yeah man, to achieve realistic rendering you need good lighting, good assets, good textures, good environment, good skills. It takes time. It takes also a reference, like what exactly are you trying to achieve? Can you say? Too much coffee. Yeah. Water and tea in my case now. I had enough coffees today. I have multiple glasses. That's what keep us going, man. The rains. Plus, I'm doing Archviz project on Unreal Engine, but a simpler one. Good luck. Good luck. Keep at it. Yeah, Polyhaven is a nice website. You guys staying hydrated? Drinking some water? Very important. Paulo, Eid Mubarak to you too, brother. Thank you so much, man. And to everyone. Yeah, I will keep cleaning that up, Sam. It's a never ending process. Steven, working to get the UDS clouds to play nice with cesium and fly from above. Same. I think I want to add some chapters to the course where I just work with UDS. Man, ultra dynamic sky and cesium, it's just beautiful. So let's say here, if we get some more cloud coverage. Amazing plugin. Animate time of day. Cinematic. Is this going to affect anything now? Yeah. At least for the distance. Let's add the volumetric aurora. Let's see what happens. We'll compile some shaders, as always. This is a great live stream for the background. Thank you. Let's bring back the volumetric clouds. Look at this. I need to dive deeper in with ultra dynamic sky. And Carlos, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'll do my best to explain everything I can, so ask away anything. Jean Munir, hello buddy. I was wondering, how do you present projects like this to your clients? Do they all have powerful enough PCs to run Unreal Engine, or do you present them directly at your agency? I'm curious, thanks. That's a good question. It depends. If the clients are, let's say, a real estate agency, you could get them a computer if they don't have one, especially if you do for them many projects. If they don't, then pixel streaming is one of the best solutions out there to present projects. So it's a mix. There are clients who have powerful PCs. There are clients who we helped or we purchased for them powerful PCs. And there are clients who needed PCs for VR. So that's another way. And there is also pixel streaming. And pixel streaming is basically powerful PCs, but on the cloud. And you can run the projects on iPad, on the phone, or any PC, obviously. So because of the nature of our work, like everyone like in the enterprise space have a PC. And if they don't, it can be a service that you can provide them. And if not, pixel streaming is the solution. Sam, instead of valid, you can check if the AEC lighting is visible. Yeah, I need to take a look at this after the stream. Now the actor sun and sky, this is a object reference from the sun and sky. It's not getting the actual actor, so I will take a look at this and solve it. This one here, It's from the library, sun and sky, like a object reference. Get all actor, or maybe after. Let's try that again. Well, oh wait, of course not, because this is the event construct here. So what I can do, simply do this, right? Yeah, that's it. If it's not valid, remove from parent. It doesn't have much to do with it, but what do you think about online path tracing coming to Unreal Engine 5? I'm mentioning this because it's already been implemented in D5 a bit in alpha. I've seen a video about it in D5 render, but I am not sure if it was real-time path tracing, like to get the final result you need to wait a minute or something. But at some point I think yes. Um, it's a process. So let's open this fourth level as we talk, and I will take care of the blueprint later. Here we have some actors that needs to be deleted, no problem. Muhammad, I am a beginner, can you send me a link about that? Muhammad, if you're a beginner, I highly recommend watching my beginner course. I'm gonna send you a link to that. It's on YouTube, and you can also join our academy. We have the same free course, but divided into multiple smaller lessons where it's easier to watch. So this is a course for the YouTube, and you can join us on the academy. You're gonna find the course here, the free course. Can you show us? Paulo, I'm working on lessons for what you asked, like show floor by floor with the blueprint, but it takes more than this stream. It's many systems connected together. I've done it a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, as I'm preparing for lessons. I'm gonna record tomorrow. But basically, if I click on this POI, click on section view, it's gonna hide things. So this is work in progress. It needs some time. Once I do it again, like the updated version, I can share what I can share from it. So this here, let's call it for OG, and let's select everything. Walls, double L and double Ls. Yeah, we need the Ls. Let's select, and let's select all this mess. But first, here the level blueprint have something for us. Delete these, compile and save. Delete these two variables as well. reflection captures. Get out of here. And Jean, thank you so much for the answer. My pleasure. I actually saw something about pixel streaming before, but I was wondering if it was really viable for large architectural projects. Yes, it's actually one of the solutions Epic is pushing for. And in a way, it's the future because there are some projects that can get really large in size, and you cannot ask a person, like let's say a client, to download 20 gigabyte project, or there are many people who want to check out the project. So pixel streaming is the way. Now, if there are the limitations of pixel streaming is it's kind of too expensive if there are too many people who want to use the experience, but as like a return on investment, I think it's worth it. And to limit the usage, sometimes we ask, I don't need the walls in this apartment. We ask, for example, people to sign up, uh, like to have some sort of forum of interest, instead of like just a guest or visitor checking out the experience, so we can reach out to them in the future. So yeah, just like a demo. The question, do I have doors in the fourth or in the building? Let me check. This project is ancient. I like this mask for like to easily work on projects without hiding meshes and unhiding them. Like so cool just to do this. I really like this as one way to work. Like boom, there we go. Now we can bring the other level from the variants and place it here. And while we're at it, we can create a new folder, call it mass 2, and just add them in this folder. Here we can have something called mass 1. Select this, and here we can make something like layering and just add this. What is this cloud? Sam, nice and clean, remove from parent. Yeah, but for some reason it worked and it didn't work at the same time. I'm gonna check it out later, see what's up with that, why we got a billion error. I'll be fine. Yeah, Paolo, it will take a couple of hours. Carlos, since I also want to dedicate myself to the same thing, how in demand are these type of interactive presentations? Do clients really like them? I'm curious. I don't want to be misinterpreted. Of course they are in demand. Like there is massive difference between looking at photos or videos and just forget it, and allowing people to actually walk inside the experience, to go wherever they want, to zoom in, to zoom out, to change their point of view, to change furniture, to understand the project more, to view it from different angles. It allows for much more engagement on the projects. And in a way, Carlos, it comes to you like as a person or agency to sell these type of services compared to normal photos and videos with these kind of features. And I'm sure we can all easily agree, like experiencing a project, walking through all the rooms, changing the furniture options, understanding the space more, looking at how light changes and interact and react is much more like having all these freedoms is much more nicer than looking at few renders. And of course, when you create the project in Unreal Engine, you can create the renders. So they are in demand. Not everyone wants them. They can take time. They're not easy to make. They can be a little expensive as well. But there is demand for everything. And what can sell a property better? It's, from my perspective, interactive experiences. Jean, would you be up for reviewing one of my projects? I created 360 images in Unreal Engine for a client. I'd love to get your feedback. Of course. Sorry. I'm thinking it would be a cool idea to review community work in one of the live streams. So you can send me the link and we can view in the next live stream perhaps. I'll make a post on social media for people to send as well. That would be cool, Jean. Send it. Malokito. Good evening, good morning. Will this be for save for watch later? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It will be in the live streams playlist and you can watch it later. So let's click. I think Ultra Dynamic Sky have its own post-process volume, right? And that's right. I think it have its own settings as well. Let's say Bloom or what's its name? I forgot its name. Lens flare. Let's reduce it. Okay, guys, I think I will spend the last 5 to 10 minutes here. If there are any questions, let me know. I will stop the stream soon. It's been an hour. Should get some sleep, wake up early, and continue. But I think I will stream again tomorrow around the same time or earlier. If not tomorrow, after tomorrow for sure. And as promised, I will have some sort of schedule very, very soon. So we can do these more regularly. So this apartment or this floor plan here was very easy to add. Let's add the next one. There is something I want to test. It's called break on YouTube. So if I do this, anything changes. All right. Yeah, it works. Here, if we go to unlet, oh wow, this is the old level where we had many levels, and each level we had a whole copy of the project, so we can see things from here basically, and we bake the light on all of these. So that's a lot. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna select everything and just start deleting stuff like crazy. What are the next few new features you will be adding to the blueprint? If you mean the blueprint course I'm working on, let me actually check. This is my list. Yeah, this is the list. I'll be working on floating points of interest with dynamic UI. So if I open Cesium, I can show you. So imagine like the surrounding areas. So that's something I want to work on. So right now we have the points of interest for these apartments, right? When I click like so, let me first go here. Whoop. So I love this movement, by the way. It's so cool. Orbiting around. I want to add some sort of floor selector, something on the right or on the left, similar to the sun here, but instead of changing time of day, I want to change the floor. So that's for the POIs. So yeah, I was saying I want to add points of interest. Just like we have points of interest or floating icons for... Let me change the view mode to third person. Just like we have floating icons for interactive elements, like we do have here. Is this going to activate or it needs the first person? There will be some bug fixes, that's for sure. Let me add the first person. Click on play and click on the first person. Of course, I need to enable the customize mode. So these here are like customization indicators, and similar to these indicators, I want to add environment indicators, for example, nearby schools, nearby hospitals, nearby whatever, on the Cesium and world maps. So that's something I'm planning. There is a compass that I kind of finished, but I'm looking into more additions on it to make it more user friendly. So that's one. Minimap. There are many billion ways to create a minimap, so I'm looking into nice ways to create one. Filter system, I finished that yesterday here. I love it. So I switch to top down. And let's go to the filter, reset. Yeah. Filtering system finished. I need to, yeah, it's finished. I just need to, actually, yeah, look at this. You know what's the best solution? Or sorry, the best feeling in the world? I'm gonna do it later. Yeah, there you go. When you have a pen and when you have a to-do list, and let's do it together, guys. Let's do it together. Here, filter system, and when you check, like, yeah, this is finished. That's the best feeling in the world. I am planning a DSLR mode, like camera photo mode. I'm planning the lessons for a light switcher system. So here, I still didn't record the lessons, but I made a system to select the lights of each floor. and then easily turn things on, off. I still need to expand on it a little bit more. But yeah, these are some of the essentials where you select many lights and control all of them from one actor. A color picker system, I worked on its basics, but it needs some work. So here under my work in progress, widgets, interactive, color picker. This is work in progress, but I want the ability to change colors of items and whatnot. TV system, ability to hide objects, more. Here we have many objects and we have that ability, but I'm looking into better systems. Cars, crowds, section view. I need to finalize the lessons and check it because that's done as well. And there are some pixel streaming lessons. And yeah, there is many more, but these are the high priority ones. And guys, this question what I just answered, these are additions I'm doing on my course here. So I'm teaching Blueprint in Unreal Engine, how to build your own systems from scratch, everything you see here, all the taskbars, all the view modes, all the features you will see in architectural projects, building these step by step. And if you're interested in learning Blueprint and creating interactive visual experiences of your architectural projects or anything that needs to be explored, this will be perfect for you. I'm documenting every single step and I'm testing the system on such projects here because I want it to be versatile and nice and beautiful to work with. And it's a process. It's a process. Thanks for the question, Carlos. I sometimes just forget to talk about my system, so it's good opportunity when someone asks. Unreal Dojo, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Yes, Jean, if you... The rules, and I think it's YouTube thing, you cannot share links. So if you want to reach out to me, give me a second. Actually here, let's bring a text. This is my email for any questions. If you want to show me your work, so this is for Jean or anyone. Perhaps in the future we could make an episode where we review the community work, give you some feedback. Feel free to share your work. That's my email. Malokito. In this course, this will be covered. I will share a link with you in the chat. I forgot to share a link, but this will be the AEC course, the AEC Blueprint course. So this one to train and teach Blueprint for architectural and engineering projects and construction, AEC. How to build your own systems to explore and interact with your architectural projects. As of now, there is like 20 hours, 21 hours. And I don't like courses that are too long, but I can tell you that every lesson is straight to the point. And there are so many systems we built at this point. Carlos, it is comprehensive. It is. I'm really proud of it, to be honest. I'm really proud of the progress. I am like feeling tired from, I've been like grinding for the past 3 months. But every time I look at what I've done in terms of the features or how many lessons I made, it just makes me feel happy. So patting myself on the back. Thank you, guys. I'm definitely going to buy your course. Thank you, man. Um, Not to rush anyone or anything, but right now there is a special offer for the next 15 days. So it ends on 18th of April. The price will increase because I would finish 95% of the features, have the ready, um, like I would say version 1 of interactive AEC Explorer. It will have a different name. So this is its code name right now, but it's gonna have a different name. So it's nearly finished. And those who don't want to learn, this is completely fine. If you just want the system, it will also be sold separately in the near future as like Unreal Engine template that you can migrate to your projects, because I understand not everyone have time to learn. So this will also be its own system in the near future. One last question. What features does your PC have, or what features do you recommend the PC should have to run this type of experience without problems? My PC is a beast. Like it's got 4090, it got lots of RAM and so on. What I recommend learning or doing is any decent PC that runs some video games. This is fine. Learning how to optimize your projects. This is fine. Actually, I need to add this a question that I can answer always. Questions. Recommended. If your PC runs Lumen, that's great. If it does not run Lumen, then baked lighting is the way. That will limit your options in what you can do. Now, there are so many people with different hardwares, and really, like, there is no right or wrong answer. The wrong answer is waiting until you get a high-end computer or a good computer to start learning. Blueprint is the last thing that needs a high-end computer because it's all visual scripting and connecting things together. To run the experience, you can always run it. If it's kind of laggy, that's fine if you're learning. For a client, you can do it on pixel streaming. And there are many methods or things we could do about it. What I recommend is start learning today. Don't wait few months or few years. Well, I hope not few years, but don't wait too long to learn. So Blueprint does not need the best machine. Of course, if you have a project here, we have thousands of objects. It needs a better computer. Now my project is lagging here because I have two projects open and this project open and others open. So rule number 1, don't open many Unreal projects. I recommend any decent computer, my brother. Here, this project, for example, was impossible to open before Unreal Engine 5.5 because I have more than 1,000 lights, almost, 2,000 lights that are all on at the same time. And thanks to Megalights, this is possible. Before Megalights, it was impossible to have such a project open. So thankfully, with every Unreal update, we're slowly getting better performance on our projects. So Lumen, Nanite, these things, they make impossible to open projects possible. So this project here, as you saw, these levels where I opened them, this is a project I've done like 7-8 years ago, and it was all fully light baked, nothing interactive, minimal interactivity, but no interactive lighting, no change time of day, and we had to work around like in strange methods and ways that we see today just to be able to ship it. So here, for example, what I'm doing is removing everything. Like these are old levels. Every level here, we have the whole project open again, baked the lighting on it again, so we can explore it. And of course, to increase performance, we deleted everything that we don't see and so on. So you can imagine how much time this took. So with new updates, with new features, there is always better pipelines, workflows. And right now, what was impossible in the past is now possible. So I'm happy about the fact that I'm opening very old project, this guy here, and just deleting all the old meshes like so. So I can take this level here to the main level that I have, that we are just working on with the cesium and the rest of the levels and the rest of the meshes and the rest of the floors. And that makes me happy. So now just delete, because I just want the furniture from every level, not the walls, not the other things, and not anything else. So that's to answer your question also from earlier, why do we have so many levels? It was for optimization purposes, still for optimization purposes. Some of these purposes are disappearing because Unreal Engine is improving. So when this project was done in the past, we never had lumen and nanite and interactive lighting and so on. So now we do, thankfully. And since we have all the lights in the other levels, we can delete them again. We don't need the floors. Yeah, I hope this answers your question about the BC. I know such a long answer, sometimes I never shut up. But I personally, when I started, I had like, not great, not bad computer. I had 1080 Ti GTX, which was a beast of a GPU back then. I had it like for 6 years or something before I upgrade to 3070 for a year, and after that for 4090. So what I learned from having a bad GPU or good GPU, then it became bad for a while, is optimization is king. And if you can make your project runs on mediocre or medium GPU, then you're doing good job. Let's delete this. Let's delete that. Select these sunshades. So by next stream, I think I would finish cleaning up all these levels. And we can continue making the project more interactive, organize it more, share the best workflows for architecture. I think when it comes to producing Unreal projects, 50% of the project is organization and the other 50% is everything else. And one thing is important about projects that are done in real-time engines, such as Unreal Engine, is the journey is never finished. There are many reasons to reopen the project over and over, from the conception phase to the digital twin phase. So let me read the chat, take the final few questions, and we're gonna call it a day for today. Abraham, hello, hello. I wanted to ask if the model you are working on will be updated within the course or will be added to as different one. So Abraham, the model for the course, we will have two models. We're gonna have this villa, two villas basically. And there is another architectural project, high-rise building, that is in the conception phase. And it looks like this one, if I can find it. So this one here, this project I'm working on during the stream, this I cannot share in the course because it's a client project. But there is a similar project, if not nicer, that will be for the course. And I'm planning, once I finish the main features that I was discussing later here, is to go full ballistic on the production of the high-rise building that looks like this. It will have interiors and whatnot to be included with the course, to demonstrate especially these new features, the points of interest and whatnot. It won't be fully furnished. It will depend. We will see. But there are new features I'm building, like this section view and these point of interest views and whatnot. They need something that is not a villa. So that will be in the near future. I will reveal it. So I'm nearly finished now with the core features, and I will now move my attention to the production of the Unreal high-rise project. It'll be the most comprehensive course, man. Thank you too, Carlos. And thank you for the interest, man. Hey, Wimpush, what's up, buddy? Great upload today, man. Cinema 4D is going places. The character animations. Good afternoon, man. Hope you're doing good. Just a recommendation, I think you should make a video showing what is taught in the course so you have better idea. Like Divis does. Of course. That's why I am making the devlogs, the development logs of this course and the blueprint thing in general. And I'm planning one perhaps on Friday or next week. I'm taking B-roll footage. I'm taking time-lapse footage and whatnot. And when I finish the core features, I will make like a final video about this. But as Abraham asked, there is a new other project other than the villas that I'm working on, and I also need to show it. So it's gonna be nice. And thank you for the recommendation, my man. I really appreciate you. Unreal Dojo. Nice. You're working on similar one. It's working fine. Whole city with actual meshes. So optimization is king. Hell yeah, man. Good luck. Those villas look so nice, man. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad you like them. My eyes got tired from them because I have wow, I forgot English. I've been seeing the villas almost every day for a long time. The free course, the tests on AEC Explorer, and many other scenarios. But it's been a while since I looked at this. I was working with the playground level, and I think they are nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, let's go. I love it actually from the top-down view like this, and I cannot wait to implement the section clipping section that I was working on, like this guy, to see how they will look. It's gonna be nice. $1,000 night. Jean, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming stream. I will do my best to stream more. It's always fun. And I love answering questions. You guys ask very interesting and nice questions. You are the best community. Cheers. This is Shai. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for the chat, the questions, and I look forward to seeing you soon. I will get some rest. Before we go, let's just add this level to our project so we can see things nicely, and then we will go. So if we save, I think I need to delete some elements. No, not you, Siri, get out of here. Yeah, we're good. So now let's go One level back. Winbush, thank you, man. I am one of your notification squads, just so you know. Every upload. Love your work, Winbush. It's truly inspiring. The frequency of what you do. And I really appreciate you tuning in. So here we go, guys. Here's the 5th level. And look at that. What was impossible in the past to add all these levels in one level, now thanks to Lumen and Nanite, now it's possible. Of course, because I have this project open, my frame is going down, but that's amazing to have all these. Now I need to check Nanite on the meshes and whatnot, but yeah. Now I can feel actually the frames also like dying, or my computer dying, but also because of this level, I have 2 projects open. 2,000 lights. 2,000 lights are on, so I'm not gonna complain. Cheers, Sam. Unreal Dojo. I'm not in Dubai. Oh, look at that. Even my computer now is telling me go to sleep. I am in Istanbul now. If this project crash, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Let's just save. And we saved that project. All is good. So don't restart this time. Just send a close. Thank you for the crash, Unreal. Good night to you. Good day to all of you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure, everyone. Have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Sam, Wimbush, Abraham, Unreal Dojo, Carlos. Thank you so much. Everyone else. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, good day. Stay hydrated. Bye bye. I have starting soon instead of ending, but I will see you soon, guys.